Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Jess Solomon, and I work for a very exciting project called 1inch. Our founders are busy innovating, creating earth-shattering DeFi products right now. So I'm just going to take a minute to tell you a little bit about what it is that 1inch is and why it is that we're so excited. So 1inch is a market-leading DEX aggregator. That's 1inch Exchange. You might have used it to swap before and save money that way. We are a market efficient AMM. That's something I'm very excited about. We call that MoneySwap, and we are a team of DeFi innovators. So we're always building more and more DeFi products. About us, the 1inch team is fast moving and mission driven. So there's been a lot of updates over the past couple months, and there'll continue to be a lot of updates. So please do keep up, follow us on Twitter so you can benefit from all that cool stuff. So the MVP was actually built by our founders at within 2 days at the ETH New York 2019 hackathon. Some of you guys might have even been there. I was actually there. What's super cool about that is that was just a year ago. So really awesome example of how a hackathon MVP can soon become a product with about $4 billion worth of swaps going through it. So the first customers of 1inch were actually Anton and Sergey, our founders. This is a quote from Anton I'm reading right now. So they found it exhausting and inefficient to manually check the best trading prices on all the dexes like Uniswap, Kyber, and 0x before placing a trade. Like all crypto users, they needed an elegant algorithm to search every dex for the best trading price and instantly deliver that optimized trade. So the solution, of course, came with 1inch Exchange, which is a decentralized exchange aggregator that sources liquidity from various exchanges by splitting a single trade transaction across multiple dexes. So just to give you guys a quick look into some of the impressive numbers on 1inch Exchange. So in 1 year, 1inch Exchange has executed over 3 billion in trading volume. Actually now it's about 4.5 billion. I did these slides a couple weeks ago, so just shows you how fast the market's been growing. And that's more volume than any other DEX aggregator on the market. In terms of prices, 1inch Exchange provides the best possible prices on the market. Awesome innovations. The Kai gas token reduces gas prices on 1inch by up to 42%, which is super cool, very impressive and helpful given how expensive gas prices actually are. And also Pathfinder is a search algorithm that we have launched and will be launching in an even bigger and better fashion with an enhanced UX very, very soon that finds even more efficient swapping routes. So MoneySwap, I definitely want to tell you guys about because it is out of this world. So MoneySwap is a new automatic market maker to increase liquidity provider earnings. We launched this just in about mid-August, so it didn't happen too long ago. So definitely worth checking out. So how did the automatic market maker revolution come about with MoneySwap? Well, MoneySwap actually uses an innovation called virtual balances. And these virtual balances enable liquidity providers to capture profits that would otherwise be captured by arbitrageurs. So what's interesting about virtual balances is that this slows down price changes to prevent arbitrage traders from earning up to 100% of the swap slippages. So here's an impressive example of some liquidity provider earnings on MoneySwap. And just why it is that we think it's so cool. So MoneySwap keeps most of the slippage revenue in the pool by maintaining virtual balances for different swap directions. Essentially, the AMM improves exchange rates for arbitrage traders over a 5-minute time period. And so because of that, more profits stay in the liquidity pools. So if you take a look at the UI here, you'll see fee over 24 hours. So that's an example of liquidity provider profits. So we've done some simulations actually of just how vast the liquidity provider income could really be. This is sort of a comparison between Uniswap and MoneySwap. And this was, of course, before MoneySwap launched. If the volumes were approximately the same in terms of how much liquidity is actually provided, this is essentially the difference in the sort of income that the liquidity providers would receive on the two separate AMMs. So a pretty drastic kind of difference in terms of possibilities for liquidity providers. So worth taking a look at possibly providing liquidity on this. And here's another cool example of how exactly it all works. So this is a Slippy swap with 3 arbitrage trades. If you look at A, that represents initial balances. The X point represents balances after a swap with the slippage. B, virtual balances for the opposite swap after some period of time. And we go through and we can further see the arbitrage trades based on virtual balances and a parallel transaction of arbitrage trades to real balances. So this is just to give you some insight into how exactly it works. And of course, the 1-inch mission. So the 1-inch mission is pretty agreeable, in my opinion. We work to solve problems and benefit the overall decentralized finance and fintech space in as many ways as we possibly can. So here's some cool examples of that. In terms of Kai gas token, there's been a lot of savings on there. This is actually somewhat of an outdated number, but it's an easy way to sort of save money with a cool innovation that 1inch actually made during another hackathon just a few months ago. We've been discovering vulnerabilities. Anton and Sergey actually began in many ways as white hat hackers, and they've been saving people money, like some of the recent hacks that we've seen. And it's wonderful to feel protected by these super smart guys. And redistributing profits. So just some comparison of liquidity provider income, like I showed you before. And of course, 1inch is super happy to see that our users are receiving the best prices and the highest profits on the market because of our products. And of course, this is just the first example of some of the awesome products that are already alive and out there for you guys to use. Please stay up to date and learn more about what exactly is happening. Apologize for the small font here, but if you want to check out the 1inch Medium, we'd love you to read some of the blogs, the 1inch Twitter, stay up to date on all the sort of recent news. You'd also check out the MoneySwap Twitter. 1inch Discord, that's actually where our community is sort of housed. So if you're looking to ask us questions directly, we've got very responsive community managers that are excited to interact with you. And of course, the 1inch Telegram is alive and well. But this has been awesome, you guys. So thanks so much. And please do stay in touch and learn more about 1inch because we've got a lot of exciting stuff that we want to continue to share with you guys.